to my channel. This video is going to be based on how I grow my hair with rice water and how I prepare my rice water solution. So here I have some ingredients and containers that I ferment my rice in. I have a mason jar, of course, and a lid, and a spray bottle from Amazon that I got. I like this one because it sprays very elongated and very even coating on the hair. And then I have a cup of water as well as a funnel. Of course, I have my rice. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the rice in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out that rice. Take your time with this step. You just want to rinse out all the dirt from the rice so that it's nice and clean. And then we're gonna get it prepared for the fermentation step for a couple of days. I went ahead and I fermented mine for only 3 days, but I think it was sufficient enough. And you want to put this in a cool, dry place. So I just go ahead and I open a cabin in the kitchen, one of my cabinets, and then I put it in there with the lid closed. It's fairly dark in there. The cabinets in my kitchen does not get exposed to a lot of light source, so I figured it would be the perfect place to go ahead and ferment this. As you can see, I really took my time to rinse out, to wash out the rice. You want to rub it together really well, and you want to rinse it out, pour out the dirty water, and then rinse and repeat, just so that you make sure you get everything, as you can see. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pour out some of this water in the sink, and I'm gonna rinse it again. I'll be right back. So after I went ahead and I rinsed the rice a couple times over in the sink, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it into my mason jar. You can use any rice that you prefer. On hand I had some jasmine rice, so that's what I'm using for the fermentation process. And I'm going ahead and I'm putting the rice, washly clean rice into my mason jar, making sure I'm getting all the little grains out of this Pyrex and into the mason jar so we don't waste too much product. And then once I get everything inside the mason jar, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the rest of the jar with some water. So as you can see, there's some extra grains, and I'm just gathering it around. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fill the mason jar with some water. I do want to go ahead and say that I went ahead and I used white rice because brown rice will make the texture of my hair feel a little bit more strawy, more like straw. So it's kind of like the same feeling I feel when I overuse too much protein in my hair. So I prefer to use white rice as opposed to brown rice, and it's a half a cup of rice. So here we have some water that we're gonna go ahead and boil, and we're gonna put in these pieces of clementine skins, just because during the fermentation process the rice water is gonna smell not too pretty. So I'm boiling the clementine skins so that it can add a little bit of perfume, citrusy scent to the fermented rice water. That way when I rinse my hair with it, my hair will smell more like citrusy as opposed to fermented water. So you go ahead and you boil it, you bring the water to a boil, and then you're going to turn off the heat and allow it to cool for a little bit. So I went ahead and I removed it from the stove. As you can see, the temperature of the water is still quite hot. too hot for you to go ahead and pour it over the rice. So we'll let that cool down just a little bit for a moment, and then once it cools, I'm gonna go ahead and use a funnel and transfer the skin and the water into the washed rice. And I'm gonna go ahead, and my hair is already taken out from braids, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this right over my hair after it ferments for 3 days. So here I have hair that has already been removed, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray and do my hair routine. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.